In June 2005, the Taliban killed one of our men. US military command immediately ordered Navy SEAL teams in Afghanistan to launch a full-scale manhunt for Taliban leader Ahmad Shah. But during this mission, 16 special forces operatives were hit by a Taliban RPG while fast roping from helicopters without gunship cover. All 16 were killed. It was the deadliest single operation in SEAL history, yet had started as a simple reconnaissance mission. US forces in Afghanistan received solid intel on Taliban leader Ahmad Shah's location. They immediately dispatched Chinook transport helicopters, escorted by Apache gunships, flying under cover of darkness to the target area. 4 of us SEALs fast roped to the ground and moved on foot to the objective for reconnaissance. After a night of tactical movement, we finally reached the outer observation. Team leader Murphy immediately scanned the area with binoculars and quickly spotted the target. Danny, our comms guy, pulled out the radio to contact headquarters for orders. But the dense jungle canopy blocked the satellite signal. It kept cutting out. We couldn't reach command. We didn't dare make a move. All we could do was stay concealed in the brush, keep trying to raise headquarters, and sketch out the Taliban compound's defensive layout. That's when Danny spotted something that made his blood run cold. A herd of goats, followed by several suspicious-looking shepherds. We held our breath, trying to stay hidden. But one of the shepherds accidentally stepped my teammate's ankle. We had no choice but to burst from the brush and restrain them from behind. Murphy searched the older shepherd and found a walkie-talkie. These 3 shepherds were likely Taliban spotters. With the radio down, Murphy had to risk using an unsecured satellite phone. He got through to headquarters. The signal was breaking up so badly he couldn't make out what they were saying. Murphy would have to handle the shepherd situation himself. It was a hell of a dilemma. We argued about what to do with them. In the end, Murphy decided to let them go. What we didn't know then was that showing mercy to the enemy meant cruel to ourselves. That decision would cost us. Our position was blown. We had to move uphill toward higher ground to get signal and call for extraction. We climbed all the way to the summit, but still no radio signal. We couldn't call in the birds. The summit was completely exposed. Murphy decided to pull back into the tree line and wait until nightfall to move out on foot. But the moment we fell back into the trees, Murphy spotted them, a large Taliban force moving onto the summit, conducting a sweep through the forest. We were compromised. Murphy had no choice but to order us to engage. When the enemy entered our kill zone, I squeezed the trigger and dropped off. The gunfire immediately drew more Taliban fire. We used tactical movement, constantly shifting positions and laying down suppressive fire as we withdrew. We took out a dozen or more Taliban. Their numbers kept growing. Danny kept calling for air support. Headquarters still wasn't responding. Danny took a round to the chest. Murphy caught one in the shoulder during the firefight. One fight broke through and charged Murphy with hand to hand. After a brutal fight, Murphy took him down. The Taliban immediately set up a machine gun, pinning us down with heavy fire. We had to retreat down. During the escape, I took a round with the axe. They even broke out RPGs, absolutely hammering us. By now, all 4 of us were wounded to varying degrees, and our radio was destroyed. Backed into a corner, we had no choice but to throw ourselves off the slope, tumbling and crashing our way down to the bottom. Despite multiple injuries, we'd bought ourselves a brief respite. But just as we were regrouped, the Taliban called. A wall of fire came down on us again, dragging our wounded bodies. We kept running downhill. Danny took another round to the leg and lost all mobility. I had to drag him as we ran, finally taking cover behind some rocks. We were out of ammo and out of options. To survive, Murphy threw a smoke grenade and led the way, jumping off another cliff. I hoisted Danny onto my back, about to jump with him, and around hit Danny. When tumbling over the edge, the 3 of us who were left had multiple fractures, could barely move. Taliban kept firing from above. The sat phone still had no signal. Murphy decided to make one last stand. He handed me his magazines. Then, under our covering fire, crawled through a hail of Taliban bullets to the highest point of the rocks. He got through to headquarters and called for a quick reaction. But before he could relay our coordinates, Taliban gunfire cut down.